We will begin with Anton at the front from Sky Sports. Thank you.
Evening, both. Sarina, a rivalry game with qualification on the line. What kind of game are you expecting tomorrow?
Well, I hope we will see a game where we have a lot of the ball and we play very good in possession. So we don't let it come into a fighting game.
No fighting game, but that sounds more entertaining. Is that the worry that you get sucked into a game that's kind of overly physical and sort of really difficult to break down?
Well, I'm not worried, but I think Wales has a team that is very compact. They can fight. They're really together, but also when they have the ball, they can play direct, but they sometimes want to play too. And we just trying to prevent that, and that's the best way to do that, is to be good on the ball yourself and move the ball very quickly and try to exploit spaces.
Physicality, fight, but good on the ball. Sounds like your kind of game, Alex.
Yeah. Like Sarina said, I think if we can be in control of large parts of the game, then we remove that side of it. So that's something that we want to do. But I expect a physical Wales side tomorrow.
Take questions from the floor, Emma from BBC.
Yeah, hi both. Hi Sarina. I don't know whether you heard any of the Wales press comments just before, but they were talking a lot about the pressure being on England and it's on England to perform. I wonder, do you think they're trying to get in your heads a little bit with that?
Maybe, I don't know. But we have our own preparation and we know also what's on the line. And we're going to do everything to win the game because we want to get through.
Is there pressure on England?
There's always pressure on England, but we make it to expectations. We expect from ourselves that we're going to play a good game. And that's what I just said, that we are tight on the ball and we let the ball move. And hopefully we have the ball a lot and we can exploit spaces.
Yeah, and Alex, there was obviously a lot of talk as well from Anghara James about the rivalry, the Home Nations rivalry. And it seems, particularly in Wales, that this is a huge game for them, obviously within the context of the Euros as well. But I wonder for you, do you feel that same sense of rivalry?
Yeah, maybe not as much so. I think for me personally, it's another game. It's now the most important game that we're going to play. And that's how I look at it. That's how I treat it. I think for the fans and everybody around there, I think the rivalry is brilliant. I think the atmosphere tomorrow is going to be great and something that we should all look forward to. But from a personal perspective, it's another really important game.
All the best. Thank you.
Thanks.
Go to Kat.
Hi both. Alex, Wales were in here talking about it being in their blood and in their DNA, wanting to beat England. I know England players have talked a little bit as well about kind of having a target on your backs and being the side that people want to beat. How difficult is it to play against a team that want to beat you that much?
I mean, it's something that we're probably used to now, more so. So that's a pressure that we've invited because we've been successful and one we should be actually quite proud of. But again, I think as a team, we don't really focus too much on that. We focus on ourselves and our game plan and the objective, and that's to win.
And Sarina, have you sort of had conversations with people? Have people sort of taught you anything about the history? What have you learned?
Yeah, I learned a little bit about the history and but about the rivalry. But again, yeah, we're focusing on what we have to do and how we want to play and find a way how to win.
We've seen teams at this tournament who have sort of been able to sit in that low block and kind of frustrate and against perhaps bigger nations. How difficult is it to play against a team that, again, might be able to do that and are going to be looking to kind of sit back?
Yeah, of course, that's hard because there's not that much space. So that means that you have to create space. The ball needs to move very quickly. And you need to be really tight on the ball and patient. We've also seen that Wales has not always all the time played really low, so they're very compact, but they're sometimes a bit higher on the pitch too. So that's what we have seen both of the games. That sometimes they're a bit deeper, sometimes a bit higher. We expect everything, and of course we're going to try to break that down.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kat. We'll go to Casey at ITV.
Just a question for Alex, if I may. One player that starred in the last game against the Netherlands was Lauren James. I spoke to her in the week and she comes across as a really shy person. Is it therefore a joy to be able to see her just express herself on the pitch?
I think you get the best out of LJ when she is expressive. She is a top talent. We've seen that, but I think as a more experienced player, it's a job of mine also to protect her, and I think we do that really well. But I think it's the focus is about the team, and the team help Lauren to perform at the highest level.
Thank you.
We'll take questions from over there. We'll go to Tara. Thank you.
Perform best under pressure, so you enjoyed having the target in that.
I think we enjoy pressure, but I think we also thrive in the moment. I think we showed that the other night against the Netherlands. That was a high pressure game, and we performed under the highest pressure. Tomorrow now becomes another high pressure game, and I think we're actually already looking forward to it.
Thanks. Charlotte.
Hi Alex, hi Sarina. Alex, a question for you. I just wondered what tweaks you have to think about when you switch from centre-back to left-back.
Not so much as probably what you think. I think in my role here at England as a left-back, I'm still allowed to, Sarina allows me to still play to my ability of what I like to do at centre-back. That's obviously play passes in possession. There obviously is some slight differences tactically, but I've been a left back for a large part of my career, so it's not foreign for me to play there, and I enjoy playing there. It gives a different side of my game. So yeah, it's not overwhelming or too much to think about. It's just small details that I change.
Do you enjoy one more than the other?
Not necessarily. I think it's game plan, it's opposition, it's what's best for the team, and that's the most important thing.
And just you live, breathe football. What I imagine, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're trying to watch as many games as possible. I just wanted to get your thoughts on Spain's performance against Italy, which was just such a high quality. I don't think we've seen that level in the women's game. Would you agree with that?
You've probably just out me because I actually watched a little bit of the game. From what I've seen from Spain anyway, I'm playing against them. They're a top team. They possess the ball really well. I still think they have their vulnerabilities, and I think Italy proved that last night a little bit. But it's not a team that we need to focus on right now. It's ourselves and Wales.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Hi, nice to see you both. Sarina, could I check if everyone came through training and available for the game? Great.
Maybe I should start with that next time.
Yeah.
Once fit. Yeah.
Is there anybody in the squad whose minutes you still need to manage, or can everyone play a full 90?
Everyone can play full 90.
And how close are you maybe now to the blueprint for the 11 that you want going forward after those tweaks between the France and Netherlands games?
Yeah, that's hard to say. Things develop during the tournament, and like things of course have developed from France to the Netherlands. And what we also do is then look forward to the next game, where we did now with Wales, and what do we need, what do we think is best at this moment to start the best team to play against Wales.
Thank you. And Alex, can I just ask one more question? We saw in the last Wales game Sophie Ingle coming on and making that appearance after such a long journey. Just I suppose as a fellow professional, how pleased were you to see her make that return, on a senior stage?
Yeah, I mean, so happy for Soph. Obviously, been through a difficult time with injury myself, and how lonely that journey can be. Their objective was to get back for the Euros, similar to mine, and I know Soph really well from playing with her at club level. She's a top girl, top player, so really happy to see her back.
Thank you both.
Hello, my name is Ina from ARD TV Germany. I would like to go back to Lauren James. Already one question was there. Question to the manager. How do you rate her development, and what type of character is she off the pitch?
I rate her very high, as many other players in my team. I think she's a very good player, and I think just what Alex said too, she's playing to her strengths, and she's doing that really well, but the team is supporting her really well too, and the other way around, she's supporting the team too, and I think that's what it's all about. And off the pitch, she's just herself, a little bit introvert, but she just loves football.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go in front to Tom.
Hi both. Alex, you've kind of had that journey from being one of the new younger players in the squad to being someone that maybe the younger players are turning to for advice, having that experience of past tournaments. Have you noticed that change, kind of being the person that those youngsters will kind of say, what was it like when you came through these challenges and certain moments of tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously very different now from my first tournament to this present one that we're playing in. I think the young girls have now going through a stage where at club every game's massive and there's so much pressure on them at club level, international level. So in that respect, it's a little bit different now, but they're definitely asking questions. They're asking for advice when it's needed, and there's a fine line of putting an arm around the shoulder to teammates, and also demanding standard as well. I think that's so important. But we have the balance really, really nice in the team. We have players who step up and do that when it's necessary, and the young players do that too.
And Sarina, I've heard from some of the players who maybe haven't got as many minutes in this tournament about the way you've been able to put an arm around them and kind of, encourage them, even though they're having to wait for their chances. Can you shed a bit more light on the kind of conversations you're having with maybe the players who get 5 minutes here or there so far in the tournament?
Yeah, I think you're going to a tournament with 23 players and you play 11 and then you sub, of course, finishers come on. And then some players get the opportunity to play, other not, but need to be ready. So it's a professional environment. And what I expect from them is that they are ready when needed for the team. In whatever role that is. And of course, then sometimes you check in to see how they are. And they have the responsibility too. If it's hard or in any way they need some context or conversations, then they can step to me or my colleagues to have the conversation.
Has that been a kind of learning process for you as a manager in kind of having to have those conversations as well?
Well, I've always been a person that I think connections and conversations and communication is very, very important because I think it's when things are clear or as clear as possible, and it's good to give clarity and to give context at moments. But of course, as a human being, I've developed too. So I think I do that a little bit better than I did that 15 years ago.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. We'll get to TalkSport just next year.
Hi Sarina, hi Alex, Uma from TalkSport. I wanted to ask, sort of along the same lines, a lot's been spoken about with Wales being at their first major tournament, and I wanted to ask you, Alex, obviously, as someone who's been to major tournaments, do you look at it through different eyes now? Now that you're more experienced, what would you say to, I suppose, younger Alex when it comes to enjoying the tournament as an experience?
I'd say what you've just said, enjoy the tournament as an experience. I think when I was younger, still similar now, you're guilty of maybe not enjoying the moment as much, and it's football constantly. Of course, we're here to play football and win, but I think everything that comes with it is probably something I've not appreciated as much when I was younger, and probably something I enjoy a little bit more now. The moments away from football, I enjoy a little bit more. I switch off a little bit more than I used to. Not too much, but I think it's so important that you get the balance right. And sometimes it's hard to know what that is. But like you said, with experience that comes, and I'm more than happy to help the other players with that and say, it's okay today to switch off from football. It's important to do that because if you want to go to a final, you're here for a long time, and that's what we want to do.
Thanks very much. Can we go to Rob from Sky News? Thank you.
Hi, Sarina. Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Have you felt since the win the other night that any tensions in the camp have been relaxed? And what do you do when the players have been together for so many weeks now to keep everyone together and in good spirits?
Well, of course, the tension's building up again because we play again tomorrow. It was a must win, and we did well. So we had that was a lot, like we didn't party, but it was a little celebration that we were really happy together. And then we move on again. I think the players are really together and they're taking responsibility, but also having conversations on and off pitch. And I think that looks really good. And of course, then you have to perform again, and that showing that in good results. And that's what we're going to try to do tomorrow.
And Alex, we saw the England and Wales fans mixing in the Zurich fan zone last night. Is that the type of friendly rivalry you like to see, or do sometimes you need to feed off that rivalry to push you over the line?
No, I think it's healthy. There's a mutual respect between the fans and the players also. But of course, the reality is we want to win.
Go to Tom.
Thank you. We heard from the Wales camp earlier, and it's clear that they're sort of ready for the game of their lives. A lot of passion and a lot of sort of pride in what they've achieved. When you do your analysis of a team like Wales and you look at what they've done in the past couple of games and you see like the basic numbers of what they've achieved, how do you factor in the effect that things like passion and emotion may have on a group of players who are looking to play could be one of the biggest games ever?
Yeah, for them it's of course a big game, but for us it's a big game too, because we have to win. We want to get through the group stage and control that ourselves. And we, of course, we've heard about the rivalry, and yeah, they want to do really, really well, but we too. And there's passion, but we have passion too, and we just want to play really well and play football and beat what we started this press conference. We want to be really good on the ball, and when we do so, we have to be patient and break down their block, I would say.
Thanks, Tom. Where's Catherine?
Hi, question for Alex, sort of following on from Tom's comment. Sometimes when England play Wales, whatever sport it is, there's kind of this feeling that Wales might have more passion than England. But Alex, as a player who got their 100th cap in this tournament, I just kind of wondered if you could talk about how special that moment was and also what playing for your country means to you.
Yeah, I mean, playing for England has always been a dream of mine since I could kick a ball. I think to then make 100 caps for my country is genuinely something I never thought I would achieve, but really proud of doing that and really grateful for the people who have helped me along the way. There's not often you get to make 100 appearances for your country, but in terms of enjoying playing for my country, there's nothing quite like it. It's a special feeling. And every time I do it, it means everything to me. So, yeah, if you want to speak about passion, I think the English are very, very passionate people.
We'll go to Holly from the Daily Mirror.
Thank you, Alex. It might sound a bit strange after that last answer, but I live in Liverpool and I know that amongst football fans there's a joke that they're Scouse, not English. Yeah. And I just wondered, obviously with Grace Clinton in the squad as well, if you're going to have a Scouse army in the stands behind you cheering you on despite that.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a few Scousers in the crowd for sure. But no, I mean, that's, like you said, that's a throwaway comment, a cheeky comment from Liverpool, but I can assure you that me and Grace are really, really proud to play for our country and represent our families who are from Liverpool.
We'll end it there. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.